you guess what that is? Hi, this is Jamal and Kat of Cooper Road Mini. Let's have a quick look at what we're doing here. We're making some modifications to these shift forks on our Moke transmission. Let's go up here to our trusty stand and trust that our cat doesn't destroy stuff. You can see that we are building the replacement gearbox for our Moke, and we decided this was a good time to really try to finesse some of these linkages and make this thing just as good as it could be. Pardon this cat here, who is very insistent on attention. But here's a second slider assembly from the synchronizer hub. The outside is how reverse works, and this is a really nice condition one. And here's the typical shift fork that you'll find in the 22G1128 gearbox, the 4 synchros. This is a really good one. You'd hope to find one this good unless you were able to buy a new one. Here's a really hammered one, and you can see that these just get really wobbly. This is exacerbated by people leaning on the shifter. You know, we all think it's really cool to drive around in the Mini hanging on to the shifter, but certain pressures and things can kind of get these out of whack. Here's a nice solution. We were rebuilding our, upgrading from our 3 synchro, so I slipped this out of our 3 synchro from the Moke, the old gearbox. This is part number 22A611, and I've talked to a couple people about this. It's essentially, it does the exact same job, lines up the same way, but it's so much nicer, a tighter fit. You can see that both sides of this just have no wobble. If you wanted to take the gear side to side, you can see that, yeah, I mean, obviously it's not a seized fit, but it is incredible when you look at a really good one of the 1128 style. And what they did is they chopped it down when they went to the later gearbox. There's clearance issues here with the reverse shift fork set screw. Over here it'll actually touch the case, so you can see that in this case, excuse me there little cat, we have trimmed it down just enough by fitting it into the gearbox and seeing where it moves when it shifts. We've taken a little bit off here so that it clears the case, and we've taken a little bit off here so that it clears the reverse shift fork nut, set screw, and pin. So this is the result. We're going to see how that makes a difference in our shift linkage. Let's put it back into the box and test our clearances and see how it looks. Good job. Good job.